Hi, leomoons. Thank you so much for being here. I am Divine from Care at 144. Very happy, grateful, and blessed to bring you this reading. This reading is designed for those who have their moon sign in the roaring sign of Leo, unlimited to anyone who should find this message or should this message find you. For this reading, I will be doing a 6-card spread using the Cosmic Tarot deck. I'm going to go ahead and begin shuffling. And just want to say I hope that you all are doing well, and feeling blessed. Keeping a beautiful, beautiful smile on your face. Staying positive. Being kind to others. And doing you. We'll take that as confirmation. We'll do a couple more here. Alright, and we'll split it up. And we'll leave that right about there. So your first card, Leo Moons. We have the Hierophant. Contract is what I'm hearing. Someone has got work to do. And so with this card, I feel that you're in your spirituality. And not only that, but you are a very strong leader who is seen as that. I would say very cosmic in your energy overall, and able to give foresight and share a lot of wisdom with a particular, I would say, a particular clairsense that you have that I would say is pretty, I would say, rare right now. There are a lot of people, you know, with these qualities. All of us have this in us, but I do feel that the way that you are connected and how deeply and intensely you are connected to this, it speaks volumes and says a lot to who it is that you were in a past life and what it is that you're bringing into this life. I just feel that also, too, a lot of people look up to you. And there may be quite a few of you who, with coming into your deep spirituality, are discovering gifts from your ancestors, where there's an overall balance that has taken place within you and has opened up a deeper dimension. True elevation, for sure. I also feel that there's a lot of sanctity within you. A lot of you are very mindful of how you represent yourself, the things that you wear, how you wear it, and also with that, the message that it sends. As I'm looking at like a sun type energy here, which I do feel represents your overall energy. The Hierophant is also a Taurus card as well. So Taurus could be significant in your chart, or you could be connecting to a Taurus energy where this contract is coming into play. I feel seeing the Hierophant with this visionary path that's going to the west speaks to that transformation. I feel that you're helping others with their transformation as well, able to look not only into the future, but also into the past. Some of you may be giving information as far as what it is for other individuals' past lives. And I would say very happy to do it. Very proud of yourself for the work that you've done. And I would say highly grateful to be in the position that you're in. But just more than, like, I can just feel the energy from your heart where it's very selfless, and you have no issues with sharing the love that's in your heart. I do feel too that the individuals that are around you, especially in this card, just the overall energy, I do feel this is what you have attracted and drawn to yourself in order to fulfill your purpose. Very stable, very abundant. I would say very blessed. I will say too, with that Taurus energy and the polarity of that being Scorpio, that's speaking to the occult world, that I feel is speaking to that deep spirituality that I was getting at the beginning of this card appearing. Truly coming from the heart space as well. I feel that that kind of helps you and assists you, that energy overall, as you continue to do the work that you're doing. Diamonds may be significant. And then also too, before moving on, I feel some of you are also studying astrology or beginning to study astrology, or you had a very intense past life that has to deal with astrology, and that is what you're discovering as well too, where I do feel that some of you are on the move, either to make a purchase towards a very nice telescope, or you may have one of these already in your home, or you could be doing something or planning something as far as like a planetarium. Which is pretty freaking awesome. All right, let's see what the second card is. We have the Justice card. So with the Justice card, this is Libra energy. So I'm feeling that this energy may be within you as well, but I do feel with this following the Hierophant and the energy being that of a feminine, where this mainly in the Hierophant is masculine energy. The Hierophant currently has their back to this Justice card. So it could be that one is continuing to work on their path and their journey, beginning to see things for what they truly are, while also coming into that energy, helping others, or others are watching you transform and begin to see. And so with the Justice to follow, I do feel that there is a connected energy between a masculine and a feminine energy. This Justice card also, I feel, is speaking quite loudly with the vision that is coming from the eyes. And then overall, I'm getting like a strong connection here with the third eye energy. Even though it's covered, I feel that that energy is kind of like it's still strong within the third eye, but it's also, I feel, making its way because it's covered by this crown, where I'm seeing these as like fingers, like a blessing overall, where this is, the third eye is protected here. And so I feel that the next option, moving from that third eye energy being protected, is where that energy is coming out into the eyes of this feminine and the Justice card, where I feel it increases their vision and their intuitiveness overall. And because of that, I feel it brings in quite a bit of balance within themselves, and especially around the heart chakra and the throat chakra area here. Roses could be very significant. Roses have a lot to do with healing, and I would say with beauty and grace overall. seeing the triangles here, and then having that vision, I do feel that this individual here is able to just simply visualize what it is that they wish for themselves. And with that overall balance, like I feel like this kind of speaks overall, like we have the yin and the yang, and then we have the scales, and then we also have these triangles here, which I do feel speak highly to the Star of David, where these two come together and make a powerful impact on the amount of energy and power and magnetism and electricity that they can give off when combined. And so I feel that with that being said, that this could be a part of the reason why, you know, one triangle is in one side, on one side of the scale, and another on the other side of the scale, just to bring in that innate balance, where that actual balance of coming together would be in the 3D. And I feel like this overall feminine energy is very strong in their power with this. And so these matching energies here of the site here, I feel this Hierophant is getting that vision, getting that download, that particular download that's given to them with the diamond here. This could also be like, now that I said that, I'm also seeing these two triangles where this triangle is coming in on top of this triangle. And this beautiful visionary here is able to send a message to this Hierophant. This Hierophant is receiving that message. This is the individual sending that message, where these two, I feel, are very strongly connected spiritually. And I just feel like this is overall the hand of divinity that's blessing their head. And totally, you know, it's fitted, and it's there to stay. And then also to the sun and the moon energy that we have here, especially the crescent moon that we have here, where we have eclipse type energy here. Like we could have, you know, full moon here, we could have just the crescent moon, but given that we have the solar eclipse energy, I feel that that also speaks to the amount of power that is within this particular feminine and individual that this Hierophant is connected to. Like it's a very simple process for this individual to just simply visualize and to speak right away. Like there's no certain effort that takes place. There's no sitting around and like I feel it's like almost like speaking to like a quick manifestation that's taking place. Overall being totally balanced, but with the Justice energy too, that Libra energy, I do feel that anything from the past is coming into balance, where there may have been total heavy imbalance, which is now being leveled out here. And I feel mainly being leveled out because this energy here has brought themselves into balance while being connected to this Hierophant, which is also assisting them and helping them to see that energy where there's particular balance between yin and yang energy, light and dark energy in that heart space. Also to the cosmic energy, the night sky energy with the stars. Seeing this here, I feel like this rose too. Like this is like solar plexus, sacral chakra energy, also connected to the first chakra, the root chakra energy. But this rose, I feel, speaking to the healing of this feminine here, where there's healing in those chakra areas there. Seeing this looking like, this appears to me like a firework around this rose here. And so also too, I feel with that energy being felt within and also being seen, surrounded by complete balance, like from head to toe in this entire card, that energy being felt and helping this Hierophant to transform, which is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, this could be you or this could be you. Just take it as it resonates. The third card we have is the Wheel of Fortune. So this is beautiful. This is, I feel, speaking to destined fate, possibly between these two individuals here. Definitely, I'm not even going to say, I can't even believe I just said possibly. Definitely between two individuals with a connection and balance of the masculine and feminine energy. And so, I would say like the overall energy I'm getting with this card, just seeing it, is just a lot of fun. A lot of fun, a lot of laughter and happiness and joy and peace without warrant, without worry. Something that I feel has been being worked on. Just seeing the 10, I was gonna say like, you know, many lifetimes, but I looked right at the 10 when I was thinking like many lifetimes. So this could be over a span of the 10 past lifetimes of these two individuals here, where they have totally been connected and have agreed with that contract that came out with the Hierophant to go through this process and to go through this journey, knowing and having the wisdom of what was to come, knowing what it is that they signed up for, knowing beforehand what they would have to go through, coming into this lifetime here. Totally sleep. Like not sleep. But then I would say, you know, coming in and going through life, being conditioned and knowing that, you know, before they even got here, that was what was going to happen, and working through those conditions, wiping those things away, cycle after cycle, successfully, continuing to go at it and to go for it. Continuing to follow the energy that is within the heart space. That green, and then the balance here, the yin and yang over the heart space there. And as you can see here, we do have that green energy here, but I feel that speaks a lot to achieving that and coming through these cycles successfully, to where as they become more in tune with their spirituality and their true purpose, that they're beginning to see. And this sight, I feel, is also being felt, where, you know, it has to do with vision, but I feel the vibration between these two, the signs, that's what it is. Feeling those signs and then seeing those signs. Totally feeling that energy, and then it being confirmed with signs that neither one of these two individuals are able to see, or not see, excuse me. Because as I was saying that, I was getting ready to say the Hierophant is that I feel a beginning of a deep visualization, to where they're beginning to see, because there's only one eye that's got this tunnel of light coming from one eye, where the Justice card, this feminine energy, has two. And so with that being said, I just feel the connection between these two, and with the Wheel of Fortune to follow, just this overall speaking of that energy coming together, and how everything is on divine timing, but we also are able to bring things in for ourselves in a very cosmic and majestic and magical way. And the wheels are spinning. The wheels are being spun. I do feel like this is like also like a screenshot of a particular time that has been the onset for the two of these individuals here, where they may, I feel like in this lifetime, there may have been like a long period where they were not even connected, but connecting, like physically knowing that they're connected, but spiritually connecting the entire time from the time that they came into this earth, which is just, oh my God, making my heart feel some kind of way, because I can feel that and just the strength of it and how loving, how deeply loving and intense it really is. That's super pretty. I would say too, with this being a 10, that would also speak to the level, because there's 21 major arcana speaking to the overall path of manifestation. But I feel this is the mark that these two individuals are currently at, where they're almost about halfway, continuing to do the work. I feel that first part of their journey was to do it solely. And now we're coming into the second part of the journey where they're coming stronger together, and bringing this into the physical realm where we have these directions. I'm just now seeing those and looking at these. North, south, east, and west. Excuse me. And yeah, just these energies kind of interchanging all together, because it doesn't have to be in this order. And that's not even like this, it's not even like a particular order. I just feel that these energies are very strong as far as these two coming together as this wheel turns and how it works with the planets. It's the tree of life is what I'm hearing. The tree of life. Like inner clocks that are being fine-tuned, that have been activated. Kind of like an old, rusty clock that's been kind of sitting around. And that would speak to the past lives. And then that clock being given attention to and being worked on, being activated and started again, revamped. And then going through the process of the directions, north, south, east, and west, where we have refining, ripening, transformation, and initiation overall. So things happening and things moving, and I do feel it's very strongly in the favor of this connection here. Super powerful. That's wonderful. And then too, before I move on, I was seeing these circles here where I feel this speaks to the energy of the masculine going through a certain ending. And then the feminine here going through a particular cycle where I do feel that they are almost like being a part of a graduation process, going into another level of divine femininity, excuse me. This moon here aligned with this energy here is the same energy from this eclipse energy. So there could have been a deep transformation on the onset with these eclipse energies that we've had this year so far. This reading is timeless, so just take it as it resonates. But I'm also seeing this as like a planet, and then that just having something to do with astrology. I see this as historic, speaking to the past lives and part of the purpose. And then the triangle that was present here, and then a triangle formation that I feel is present here. And then that just kind of matching with the directional informations that the downloads, that are the downloads for these two. And I would say like the alignment of these two in their birth charts. I would say if you did take these two in their birth charts and put them together to actually see how close and similar and how they interchange and work with one another, I feel that would give very strong answer to the way that this wheel is turning too, and how it's turning as we continue to move forward and experience design planetary energies. And I feel it was set up that way by these two as well, where they're two very powerful individuals here. Super gorgeous, darling. Let's go ahead and move on to the fourth card. Yes, come on now. All right. Okay, so before I put this will go here. But before I put this here, let's get a little closer and hug. And as I was saying, the Hierophant has their back turned to this Justice. I don't feel that there's any certain intention. I just feel that this Hierophant is on a particular part of their journey where they're beginning to receive insight, special insight that is being given and provided by the divine and this feminine energy. So, with the Three of Wands following the Wheel of Fortune, it's just kind of what I was saying with this Wheel of Fortune card, where these two energies are coming together. They are very strongly spiritually and soulfully, deeply soulfully connected. After doing some work, knowing what they agreed to coming into this world, following through with that, where there may have been some resistance, but I feel that was all a part of the design as well. And doing some healing, going through that healing, becoming more in tune and awakened. And as that is happening, the wheel is turning where things are working in their favor. And as they are working in their favor and are aligned with these energies, I feel, and what it is that's in their birth chart, they are automatically manifesting. And I feel that the Hierophant is kind of realizing this and tapping into that with that one eye energy there. And then the feminine energy has kind of, I feel, mastered this. Where I had said just previously that it doesn't take much for this energy overall to just simply think something, or because I feel like it's like right there in their head. They can see it as they're saying it. Or, you know, anything like the clairsense is just very, very strong. So whatever they're picking up on, whether it be sight, smell, taste, touch, or hearing, they're able to see situations right away. And so I feel this Three of Wands just overall speaks to the strong manifestation that is taking place between these two, where it's taking place in the physical. That spiritual is coming into the physical with that Wands energy of you, Sagittarius, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries overall with the fire energy. But this is your energy with this being a fire energy overall. And so seeing the Ace of Wands here is what I'm seeing, where I do feel like I'm hearing I Choose You. And I believe it's by UGK. That's the song that I'm hearing here, where I do feel the manifestation overall has to deal with that spirituality and tapping into that, receiving that spirituality with the work that is being done, doing blossoming and coming into that foresight very strongly, where it's helping both of these individuals, I feel, to make a decision. A very strong, successful decision that has to do with their greater good when it comes to matters of the home, when it comes to possibly moving in together or coming together and wanting to start a strong foundation together. Also to bringing that Ace of Wands energy to one another. I do feel too that I feel like this is the wand of the divine. And then also too, I feel that this speaks to the wands of the masculine and the feminine energy, bringing that trinity together and being able to receive downloads. So when these two work together, I would say too, you know, with the process of the overall journey and coming into awakening, there may have been some resistance. And that's why, you know, we have 2 tunnels coming from the eyes and then 1 tunnel coming from the eye, where this feminine has been, I feel like they've both been assisting each other, with the Hierophant bringing a certain energy to this justice energy here, and that justice energy bringing that balance, that strong balance, and the part of spirituality that they have. I feel like they both are very deeply connected spiritually. How do I explain this? But the spirituality of this Hierophant is different than that of the Justice. And I feel that the combination of those two is like freaking magnificent. And so that's what I feel that this energy of this 3 of Wands here is actually speaking to, where they're able to come together with the divine. And as they're doing that, receiving that sunlight energy that is going down within them and helping them to awaken and be enlightened and to grow out of the mud, being these lotuses here, coming out of the mud and into their full power. That's super beautiful. Very soulful energy here. And with the lack of vegetation here, I feel like this wheel is turning on something that may have been dry, that wasn't being watered, that wasn't being nurtured, that wasn't being looked after. The sunlight and the overall divine energy with this wheel, the universe overall helping this energy to move forward and to come together. Yay! And we have 4 cards total, which I feel overall speaks to that stability. And with that 4 coming after the 3 of Wands, I feel that is the next step for these 2 individuals, as I was saying. That overall abundance and happiness coming together and possibly building on a stable foundation with that 4 of Wands energy. Or coming into sharing a home in some kind of way. So let's go ahead and shift this back. And we'll move on to the 5th card. Make sure we can see. We'll kind of slip that right there. And move this up just a little bit. And this one too. Okay, so the 5th card we have is Temperance. Absolutely. And so even too with the Hierophant, before I get into this card here, I'll just say that also too with that 3 of Wands falling underneath the Hierophant, that the Hierophant is the one who is coming into, I would say, a mastery of manifestation and bringing in this feminine energy, where I do feel, because this feminine energy, I feel, was a little bit further in along their journey, bringing in balance overall within themselves and then on the outside as well, that this has contributed to the patience that they've had to have, possibly waiting on this Wheel of Fortune to begin to spin and work in their favor, but the work needed to be done. And again, I feel strongly that they knew, both of these individuals knew that coming in, and knowing what they agreed to, you know, being in 3D, coming into some kind of resistance, but the overall, you know, I feel that just the overall design and the way that they knew things were going to play out, the planetary energies and the overall universe, I feel just totally contributed to these individuals being able to want to do the work on themselves, and doing that work on themselves has begun to spin this wheel, hoping this Hierophant to manifest, hoping this Justice card, this feminine energy to begin to have patience. This is also twin flame energy, so that could be significant for some of you. And if not, twin flame energy, a very, 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 very super strong, soulful connection between two individuals. And so you could see here that the sun also is lined up with that same energy. So I just feel that kind of speaks to the overall impact of that sun energy, where we have sun energy also here for the Hierophant and this Three of Wands card. So that light coming from, I feel this is just confirmation, speaking to that light coming from the feminine energy that has involved much patience, much vulnerability, and a lot of healing, and just having hope, knowing their true worth. Seeing this crane here, knowing their true worth and their value, and not settling for just anything or anyone as they continue to progress and come strongly into their power and their beauty and what they're able to offer, which I do feel is a lot of love, a lot of true, genuine love, and a lot of growth. And so with that sunlight overall energy, I feel that speaks to the vibration as well that is felt between these two, and that light being brought upon this Hierophant here, coming through their eyes as well, where, you know, this headdress is covering their third eye as well, just as the Justice card here, this energy has their third eye covered with, you know, I feel is the hand of the divine. So that's speaking also to that connection between these two here, where they're able to match in that connection. Sunlight energy coming through across the board for these two. And I feel overall that energy balancing out with that moon energy as well. But I feel like a catalyst of some sort with the solar eclipse energy, bringing that energy within, helping these two to come together and manifest. But overall, this feminine energy, really truly being protected. I feel like this may be speaking to this energy being an earth angel as well. As you can see, the amount of flourishing that we have here versus the desert that we have here, and how dry it is, where there's a need for, I feel, this emotion and this water energy to come through and into this Hierophant energy. And so seeing that too, and just now saying that, I feel that with me saying that this energy, this feminine energy, being able to visualize right away what is necessary and what is needed in order to be able to speak and to speak volumes, this is what they're visualizing, is this energy, being in this energy, being very strong in this energy. This is also Sagittarius energy, where I did speak on that energy here with the Wands energy. I felt that very strongly here with this card too. So some of you could have, you know, if this is you, some of you could also have, well, even if it's not, this is overall fire card, and I did mention Sagittarius first. So some of you could have very strong Sagittarius in your chart as well. I'm also hearing a fucus, where you could have very strong a fucus in your chart too. And I do feel, seeing that, you know, we have that fire, and then this is also a fire energy card here too, but that water is speaking very strong, where I do feel that with this balance being brought in, where we have this vegetation and this water, and that providing nurturance to these dry desert lands of this fire energy, where there's a lot of sunlight. I feel a lot of fire energy. I feel like this is like very strong a fucus energy. So if you don't know your birth chart, I would very strongly look into it. But this is just confirming that overall a fucus energy that is wonderfully coming through, and I'm very happy for the energies of those who have a fucus, and very strong a fucus in their chart, as I do feel that that energy has kind of been put to the wayside, where I have been trying to do my best to present it with a fucus moon readings, but not, you know, I feel like with this, and I just feel great about that energy coming out in this reading here, which is pretty cool. So with that being said, you know, we have a 10 and a 4 here, a card of 14, that breaking down to an overall 5. So with that being a 5 and in the 5th position, I would say that this is speaking to the way that this justice card energy here is bringing in justice with that 5-5 change energy. And not just about change, but also about adventure. I feel that the adventure could be being brought into this Hierophant's life with seeing the desert land here and how vibrant this card is here too. And that being activated with the sun energy, with the Hierophant in the night sky, but also in that green space here with the diamond and then the sunlight energy. So communication is being brought in. I feel between these two concerning this energy here, where it speaks to the balance between these energies and the fire and the water coming together here, which I feel very strongly is a fucus energy here between, and it could be these two individuals both have very strong fucus energy within them, with the fucus energy being that energy of the wounded warrior, where I feel it attests to the path chosen by these two individuals to go through cycles and work through karmas and burn those karmas so that the life together can be in its purest state. And going out will send them back into the galaxies. Very strong energy there with that fucus energy. And yeah, we'll go ahead and move on to the 6th card here. I would say the impact and the power of this couple coming together may have seen quite a bit of adversity, and that being a part of the resistance that was taking place and not feeling as if they could persevere through that. And I would say as time continues to go on and the balance is being brought in, the signs are being given and very clear and evident, it's inevitable for this to come together and take place. But with that energy, I feel it just speaks to the high level of agape love and what these two are really here to represent and stand for, and to help others to come into this as well, which is super beautiful. All right, so we're going to move on to the last card here. And I was going to say, as I was speaking on that fucus energy, getting ready to speak about the wounded warrior, which is that Chiron energy as well. So if you don't know your Chiron in your birth chart, I would definitely look into that as well. But as I was speaking on fucus, my video cut. And I feel that kind of speaks to the energies of that resistance against such a beautiful and magnificent love that is, I feel, tried to come together over these 10 lifetimes here. And it could be longer. It could be 10 times 10, 10 times 100. Many, many lifetimes. But the amount of strength and what it takes to come into one's true power, to come together and connect and make massive changes for the world in true, genuine, unconditional love is one of the greatest things ever. And that's no lie. So let's see what the 6th card is. I can't help it, sorry. Okay, so yeah. I mean, shoot. This is like major movement, yo. So this is happening. And if there's been any resistance, any adversity, it's getting knocked out by the universe. Because it's go time. That could be the title. It's go time, boo. The Chariot card. We have this falling underneath the Wheel of Fortune. Underneath the sense of movement. Underneath the motion of destiny and fate. And with these two horses, like in a normal chariot card, and maybe that's why that video cut out when it did, because we are coming into like full force here. Full force, where this impact and powerful movement is like brush right through your hair, make your hair like being in like a freaking Corvette going over 100 on the highway. Some of you may like Corvettes. But I was going to say we have yin and yang again, where I feel it just kind of speaks to this energy being held here in the Justice card and that overall balance and the masculine and the feminine energy, the sun and the moon, light and dark, and then, you know, that sun energy here, but we also have the night sky with, I mean, it's matching everywhere, everywhere. And so, Cancerian energy could be significant. Again, I feel very strongly it could be for both energies, just like the Ophiuchus energy was as well. But I'm getting very strong because the balance is being brought in, it's being felt, has been worked on. I would say cycle after cycle, just becoming to be even more stronger. And that healing of this rose here, where we have the healing of the chakras as being a part of the soul purpose of an individual. Being in front of a tower here too as well. It could be possible, you know, with that justice energy overall, that it's being brought in for this Hierophant here, which is that tower, helping them to be able to tap into that sunlight energy and manifest overall. But with the Chariot, again, following, having patience, I feel that underneath this Wheel of Fortune here, it speaks to the overall patience, being about done. We're about done with that. I feel like this energy here, that patience has just made them stronger and more intuitive, more knowledgeable, more wise, more strong. It just has increased their power, and also increasing their power has helped with their healing. And so with that, you know, and that amount of patience, I feel this is just that destiny and that fate, the planetary energies overall working in the favor of these two, bringing this closer together even faster than they expected. So stay ready. You won't have to get ready, whether this is you or whether this is you. We have the green flag that I'm seeing here as that sign of the unconditional love that both of these individuals have come very strongly into with the heart chakra energy. And you can see here too the occult type energy of that spiritual work here is being held with also a blue rag, but over the heart space, and that blue energy, I do feel, and this could be a part of the clothing, but I do feel that this is like a rag of some sort, like some kind of special, like it could be like a towel or something that someone holds with them to keep themselves cool, or just something, some reason why you may hold this piece of cloth here. But that blue is speaking to throat chakra energy too. So it could be something having to do with speech and healing of withholding. Healing, I feel that may be their sign of healing, just as this rose is, and that could be connected with that red and that blue energy and that electric and magnetism energy that I was speaking of before, with this overall tree of life energy that we have here, working with the planets overall, and that balance overall, speaking to the movement that's taking place because of these two individuals doing the work, and the quick amount of ways that this energy, all these energies are coming in because of the increasement of the work that these two are doing and how they are connecting. That is wonderful. Super wonderful. And I'm also seeing too like a combination of the desert lands and then the veggie lands that we had here with the Temperance and in the Three of Wands. So that combination there, speaking again I'm seeing these as palm trees. That could be significant. Could be, you know, a specific designation for this connection to come together, where that home, that energy of the Four of Wands in this fourth place here as the fourth card, coming together, and where these individuals may live. It could be overall too this Cancerian energy that is coming in, and this is a masculine with a same energy of the headdress as the Hierophant. So this could be the Hierophant also having their balance, but wearing it in a different way. With that horse energy, horses could be a very significant totem for this Hierophant, which they could have, you know, if this is you, you could have strong Cancerian energy in your chart as well. But I do feel that this is kind of speaking to the energy of this connection coming together with movement that's possibly coming forward by this Hierophant energy. Moving forward towards the feminine energy there. And then seeing this kind of like a white flag on a ship here. But I definitely had noticed the green flag. I would say, you know, speaking to the strength of coming into the heart space and having unconditional love, where that being the basis of the foundation for these two coming together very strongly. Sagittarius energy here as well. I feel that it's speaking to the Ophiuchus energy that I was getting from the Three of Wands and the Temperance, but for both of these two, and that bow and these arrows. So I feel that where it could be Sagittarius, but I'm not getting that. I'm getting Ophiuchus energy, and that being the evidence right here as well. You can see that there. All right, so there it is. Leo moons. Superb reading. This was your reading. I hope that these messages, I mean, are off the charts. Very, very strong message here of two individuals coming together with a very deep soul connection over a very long, extended period of time. And just speaking to the overall magic that is shared between these two and how it is inevitable and undeniable. And with the movement that is being expressed here, I would say both in the spiritual and the physical here, it's right here at the ends of these cards here. So I just feel that that is speaking to, again, it being go time. I thank you all for your love and support. I do hope that these messages were helpful for you all and brought some enlightenment and some empowerment, knowledge, and wisdom. I send you all my love, and I wish you all the best. Do take great care until we meet again. I love you. Peace.